What is going on? Welcome to today's trade recap of the day. Today is Wednesday, November 12th, 2025. I'm going to be going over today's price action. The two trades I am taking, it was a break even and a win. So we'll get into that. Beautiful, beautiful price action today. An insanely clean setup. Today was my first trade of the week. As you guys saw from my Instagram stories, Monday, I did not take any trades. I wanted shorts, but I didn't take anything. Just setting up for the week. Tuesday was a bank holiday. And then today was a beautiful continuation short that I took today, my bread and butter setup. So we'll get into that. First things first, let me show you guys the P&L. So I made this amount, which is around 690 across like 27 accounts. I have 27 accounts right now, so that's around $18,600 on the day. So really, really nice. And let's get into the two trades I took. Live execution is up on my TikTok and Instagram also, so go check that out. Okay, so coming into the day, guys, I actually did have a bullish bias, right? Now, just because I have a bullish bias coming in today, does that mean that I'm going to take longs? No, right? So coming in today, very, very strong, honestly, bullish bias just because we ended up, it looked like we were going for these highs, right? We started trending up here. We had a beautiful sweep of this low, right? So we were delivering from sell side here. We started trending higher, disrespecting gaps, and continuously trading up towards what it looked like to be these highs and potentially even, all-time highs if we wanted to get there. Now, I was expecting that to get hit today, having a little pullback and then a little long, but the market did not show any sign of bullish price action at all. So I can have like a bias coming into the morning, but I am also going to be really reactive to whatever the market is telling me. If the market is dumping hard towards all of these draws here, then I'm going to be bearish, right? I'm not going to just be bullish and be hard stuck on that bias, right? So I set myself really the condition being this area right here, right? If we were going to be bullish, this should be the lowest point in price, right? I do not want to see price, if we're going to be bullish, go any lower than this, right? Because this is resting around EQ of the range, right? If we just look at this range here, this is resting like around, like above EQ. Like I just don't want to see price flush through this, right? Especially when we're getting this close to a high. It's very rare we have moves where we go all the way down here just to then go all the way back up. Very rare that we have moves like that. Mainly the moves we get is like little sweeps, and then we keep trending up, right? So more moves like this. So that's what I was really expecting. I wasn't wanting to see price pull all the way down into like discount here. That would have flipped my bias to be bearish, right? So which is what ended up happening at open. If we just look at open here, we had a massive, massive dump through all of these lows. And we started instantly displacing through this, showing no signs of any bullish reactions. And at this point, we started going for this, and we started going for this. Okay, we're going to probably previous day low here, right? So that's kind of where my bias flipped. Now, you guys will see Patrick just posted a live execution video of PB Trading on that YouTube channel. Go check that out because it was pretty funny. Because we were talking and I was saying, we could potentially get a mech long here. And I didn't even take the long that presented itself. There was a mech long here, but there was really two reasons I didn't take this. For one, we ended up leaving 15-minute equal lows here. This is a beautiful sign in a continuation model. If you see this, I was saying like the whole time, like if you guys go back and watch the live trading video that he did, I was on just like FaceTime with him, but I was saying the whole time, like I'm so confident that these lows are going to get revisited that I'm willing to keep shorting towards this. I'm very, very confident that these lows will get revisited because it's 15-minute equal lows here. Right, which is why also I didn't really love longs. Like longs here were okay for rebalance, and I was saying like I could see this long play out just for a rebalance because of the amount of unfilled gaps we have here. It would make sense for price to trade back to at least this for rally gap, but I do always want to be alongside the trend because that's what's going to give me the most volatility, and that's going to give me the best delivery to my draw on liquidity, right? So I can sometimes have a bias like this. Like, of course, mech model like works very well even when you pattern trade it and even when it's like against the higher time frame trend and bias. So it does work very well, but I would rather just take a continuation short after the mech model plays out. And if you guys are confused with what I'm talking about with the mech model, I did upload a video called the systemized Model has made me X amount of money, but yeah, go watch that. It's on my YouTube channel. I break down my whole entire model there. But anyways, we had this 15-minute fair value gap. Okay, so from here, I was willing to take any short. I was looking to take really the highest time frame inversion of this leg here. We had great lower time frame trendline liquidity that got generated right here. We had that perfect equal lows, and we ended up leaving an unfilled gap right here, previous day low, and we're obviously super heavily bearish after this move, right? So perfect tap into this 15-minute gap here. And here I was looking to take the highest time frame inverse, which was this 3-minute. Now, this 3-minute didn't provide me the best RR. I would have played this two ways, right? The first way you could have played this is you just take the short and you just aim for a 1-to-1 RR, and you do a play like this, and you just pray that you get a 1-to-1. And if you get break even after, then it's fine. I think this did hit 1-to-1 because there was that unfilled 15-minute gap. So that was one way you could have played it. You could have also played it like how I played it, which was I did a CISD entry. And I played this pretty safe. The only reason I broke even, so I'll show you like how I played this. I did a CISD entry, which is sometimes what I do if I don't like the risk to reward and I still want to and I'm really only confident like this. I like this and then just like have a little bit of a tighter stop. Okay. Now we tapped into that CISD. I didn't really care. I didn't want to see price go all the way up here. At that point, I would not want to be in the trade, right? Which is why my stop loss is there. And then we had the CISD. And I went break even at this new internal low that got formed. So I went break even like right here. Right. If you guys can see that. I went break even right here, right? So the reason I did go break even, you're probably like, bro, that was such like bad break even. Like, why'd you go break even that quick? Because we did create an SMT with ES right here. And there are times like where ES did end up taking out this low. And there are times where after we get this SMT, we could see price like have a bigger rebalance. And I would rather just like wait for maybe that rebalance up there or a rebalance up here and then like take the short. But I really just want to see price flush through this low, especially because this is like a perfect equal low. We shouldn't stall here. And you guys will see what I'm saying soon when I go to this next trade. It was literally like a 3 candles, like boom, boom, boom. And we just freaking dumped towards that low because if we're going to go to it, we're not going to stall at these small internal lows, right? So that was my thought process there. And that's what we did. We were starting to chop around. And what do we do here? Well, we ended up having a 3-minute internal high inside of this 3-minute bearish fair value gap. This was really that continuation model. Now, mainly I do need a minimum of a 5-minute, but that's really if the delivery. So we did have the delivery from the 15-minute and then we didn't take out this low. So the continuation model was technically still valid from this 15-minute gap. We were still technically delivering from here. It was just this internal price action. And this was way too perfect of a setup for me to fade it, right? So we end up having a 3-minute gap here. We end up having a perfect turtle soup here. A perfect also, when you see something like this, guys, where we have a wick here, we perfectly trade into CE of the wick and then have a candle like this. Such a good sign, and a really good sign. And then instantly displays through this fair value gap here. Instantly, this is a perfect sign, right? We also had this accumulation, manipulation, and this is really, really looking like that AMD model, right? So now I'm going to enter short here with the stop loss here. I do not want to see price revisit back up above this wick. This wick should be protected. And then we have a TP at a 1 to 1.4 RR towards this low right here. So really, really nice. I think I was risking around, if we go back here, I was risking around, I think that's $500, right? 100 ticks. I was risking $500 to make 143, which was like 700. But yeah, perfect. Amazing trade. I'm really happy with how I played this. We also got that 1-minute change state delivery as well, right? It was just an obvious candle. When you see a candle like this through the gap, and this was the highest time frame inversion in this leg, from this low to this high, right? There was no 3-minute, there's no 4-minute, there's no 5-minute, there was just a 1-minute. So beautiful setup here. Textbook model. And, you also could have potentially held towards the unfilled 15-minute down here, which also would have been a good draw. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Really hyped. I don't want to tell you this, guys. I've been trading really well with prop firms lately, but I also am going to be opening up a live account that I'm going to be putting money into. So I'm going to be trading that alongside my prop firms. Going to be copy trading it alongside my prop firms. So Going to be banking a lot harder. And this has just been a long time coming, honestly. I've just been trading so well with prop firms. And I just think now is the time, though, that it's time to just step into the big boy arena and, start trading with live funds. And, this eval stuff is like fun and games, but like, if I really want to take my trading seriously to like the next level, I'm going to be trading with pretty big size on my personal live account that I'm going to be opening up soon. And I did have one. If you guys were in the Discord, like way back, I did have a personal live account. I just stopped trading it, honestly, just because I was just getting such a better return on my evals, but I do have like more capital to put in. So I am going to be putting that into a live account. So that is that. And we are going to be dumping. I'm expecting previous day low. Just expecting this to continue lower. This is a daily for value gap. And then from here, I do think Thursday can expand higher. So really, really happy with how I played today. I didn't stick with my bias. I was patient. I waited for my A+ to present itself. I could have honestly played this with the CISD and just not had a break-even point, but I like having break-even points in my trades. So I'm happy with how I played this overall. Played it well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching this trade recap. Hopefully we get a trade tomorrow and I'll upload a video if we do. If not, I have a great video coming out or Friday, right? But also I have a great video coming out Sunday talking about like all of the lessons that I've learned that helped me become profitable. So definitely watch out for that video. Codes, links in bio for you guys. If you guys want to get any prop firm deals, I'm currently working with Apex. Great. You can get like 80% off if you use code PB. Code PB for everything. Alpha Futures as well. Tradeify. You can get up to 5 accounts of Tradeify, 3 accounts of Alpha Futures. So that's like my stack that I'm working with funded accounts. So if you want to start stacking up funded accounts like that, link in the description below for that. All right. Thank you guys again so much for watching this video. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out, team.